All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at the footage of the plane. Supposedly, they're saying it's Vince Neal's plane. We're not 100% if Vince was on the plane or if they have the right plane, but that's what they're claiming. And that's what some documentation that they put out is showing. We're going to take a look at some footage that's been released of the plane crashing. It's obvious the front landing gear uh, was not fully extended, and it bellied. The nose dropped and came in real fast. So let's take a look at that real quick. Let me paste Icamel's channel in my chat real quick. All right, there you go. Now let's take a listen to this real quick.
I'm not going to comment on that. It'll be through the National Transportation Safety Board.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Forward here to crash.
So again, not much information on the press conference. There's rumblings. People are saying that this is Vince Neal's plane. And this plane that you see here with this design, it does match this picture that you see here that this person Alternative Nation posted. You see with the little design stuff? I'm thinking this design that we see on there, maybe, I don't know if it's the other side of the plane because I don't see that part there unless that was upgraded and added or something. But it does kind of have that same color design. I don't know. And I'm curious who was on the plane, who was hurt, who was injured. And it seems like they had some type of landing gear problem. If you saw earlier one of the clips we showed, let's watch the plane crash. And one of the clips earlier, the landing gear was completely separated from the plane, sitting on the side of the tarmac. All right, let's check this out. So this is going around. See, this is the plane that coming in really fast. Oh. Wow.
You hit.
Wow.
They're lucky that thing didn't blow up.
I mean, jeez. It hit so hard that this plane, it put the other business mid-sized plane looks bigger than the plane that hit it. And this thing hit so hard, it pushed it forward.
Wow, that was a pretty big collision. And they are lucky that thing did not explode because mainly the wings of these planes are filled with the jet fuel. Very lucky, even though there was loss of life. And that might have been what happened is the wing sliced into the cockpit or took the top of the plane or something. Whew, boy. All right, let's continue a little bit and listen to the rest of this and see what we can figure out here if this was actually Vince's plane or not.
Look at the whole thing moving together. Wow. I think it said over 100 knots. Now, the thing is, what I was thinking, because you remember that plane crash we covered where the plane went straight into like a wall or something. It was came in too hot. And it landed on his belly. The other plane landed on his belly, the other situation. This hitting into that might have saved. It could have been worse. Had they run into a wall or building, we might have been talking about 5 fatalities. I think they said it was 5 people on the plane. That's crazy. Yeah, somebody's thank God no fire. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing could have burned up too. But I don't know. There's this tweet and then there's this article claiming that it's Vince Neal's plane involved in the accident that was posted today. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Hold on. Oh, there we go. This is national news outlet. Oh, there we go. So I guess okay. Okay. Hold on, we got more confirmation.
Federal
Yeah, plane owned by
Aviation.
Motley Crue.
So it probably was.
Wow. Here, give me 1 second. Sending it to myself. Okay. Motley Crue. Hello? Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. So let me just open this article because I want to, more confirmation. I saw the tweet, I saw the article I found, and I got an article that I didn't have. And this article is from News Channel 5. And let me just show you guys. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. And so this is something that seems like it was probably out of the pilot's control, I guess, if the landing gear has some type of problem. What's going on with maintenance? Plane owned by Motley Crue member out of Tennessee involved in deadly crash. And the other article, that we read said that the plane was out of Tennessee. A plane owned out of Williamson County by a Motley Crue band member has been involved in a deadly crash in Scottsboro, Arizona, killing at least one person on board. Officials reported to our Scripps station in Arizona. One person died. One individual was trapped in the plane. I guess it looks like they got that person out for an extended period of time.
All right. So there you go. Supposedly they're saying that. But you know what? These guys have been through such hard times. At one time, that jet might have belonged to Motley Crue. Do we know if it actually still does? We're not sure. They're posting it does. Maybe they do. We're not sure if anyone from Motley Crue was on that plane or if they were just chartering it out to make money. It's very expensive to own a jet like that. And when you're not flying it, it's on the ground. And when it's on the ground, it ain't making money. It's costing you money because you got to store it in a hangar. So it's very possible that none of the guys were on that plane and they were just chartering it out to businesses and rich people. So hopefully, if it was owned by Vince Neal, he had insurance on it. And hopefully Vince wasn't on the plane himself. So we'll find out more. We'll be back with more. Yeah, it seemed like it hit that plane pretty good. It was coming in fast, but it didn't have no landing gear in the front, so it had no front brakes. You can hear the motors winding high because they were probably back reversing the motors to try and slow down. Yeah. Well, we'll be back once we find out more information. But as this documentation that ICML is showing and these other news channels are showing, right there it said Hollywood is known to be owned by Vince Neal and Motley Crue. Let's listen a little bit more to this, see if he reads a little bit down.
3 other people on board were taken to hospitals. The extent of those injuries are unknown. There are a total of 4 hospitalizations. I think they said 2 of them were kind of like pretty serious or something. The other person wasn't that serious. The owner of the plane is registered to
Yo, what's
Chromed in
up, Big
Hollywood,
Rob?
based out of Franklin, according to FlightAware. The flight plan for the plane was not a public record per ADSB Exchange. The flight originated from Austin, Texas. Oh, I thought it was LA this afternoon. Chromed in Hollywood is known to be owned by Vince Neal of Motley Crue, according to incorporation papers from the Wyoming Secretary of State. Scottsdale Mayor Lisa Borowski for Sky provided the following statement of the incident. Okay. So what happened? I guess the landing gear popped off on the side of the road. Crazy.
And back live to the scene here out in Scottsdale. I will tell you this, when we first arrived, we arrived shortly after this crash. We were nearby. We saw Scottsdale firefighters running with jaws of life.
Well, we'll be back once we learn more information on this. I would think if Vince was on, hold on a minute, folks. You would think if the band was on there, it'd be news breaking, right? The band is on the plane, but we really don't know the whole situation. If anyone from the band was on the plane, so we'll be back with more information as it comes out. Hold on. Excuse me, sneezing like crazy tonight. Thank you, Debbie. And like I said, we'll be back when more information comes out. I'll watch a little bit more, see what we can find out. And we hope, our condolences to the people that were lost and whoever is struggling for life. We hope they make it. You folks have a good night. We'll be back later.